Thailand's largest island. A place known for breathtaking beaches, lush tropical mountains, vibrant night markets, and one of the country's most famous nightlife scenes. Every year, millions of visitors come here searching for paradise. But behind the luxury resorts and postcard-perfect views lies a different reality. Crowded streets, endless traffic, rising prices, and an island slowly losing its authenticity. A place where paradise and chaos exist side by side. Welcome to Phuket. When you come to an island like this, the first thing you'll probably want to see are the beaches. And fortunately, Phuket has plenty of them. This is Patong Beach, the island's most famous and busiest beach. It's known for its beautiful sunsets, lively atmosphere, and after dark, it becomes an extension of the city's famous nightlife. Many people also call it the dirtiest beach on the island. Personally, I don't think it's dirty at all. I think that's mostly because Phuket's beaches are held to such a high standard that anything less than perfect can seem disappointing. I'm not going to talk about every beach on the island, but Karen Beach definitely deserves a mention. Stretching for around 3.5 kilometers, it offers crystal clear water, a huge sandy coastline, and a much more relaxed atmosphere than Patong. The sand feels a little different under your feet, but it's still a fantastic beach surrounded by beautiful scenery. Right next to Karen is Kata Beach. In many ways, it's very similar, just a bit smaller. The waves are often gentler, making it popular with families, although it can get just as crowded during the high season. My personal favorite is Freedom Beach. Just getting there is part of the adventure. Surrounded by lush jungle and accessible only by boat or a steep path, it feels completely different from the busy tourist areas. Clear turquoise water, soft white sand, and nature all around make it one of the most beautiful beaches on the island. Other great beaches include Surin Beach, Nai Harn Beach, Yanui Beach, Kamala Beach, and Bong Tao Beach. Honestly, beaches are something Phuket will never disappoint you with. Unless you're staying for several weeks, it's almost impossible to visit them all. The only thing you can't control is the weather. During the rainy season, the waves can become too powerful, and swimming is often dangerous. If your main goal is enjoying Phuket's beaches, the best time to visit is generally from late October through April, when the sea is usually calm and conditions are at their best. Phuket is much more than just beautiful beaches. In the heart of the island lies Phuket Old Town, a district filled with colorful streets, charming cafes, local restaurants, and some of the most distinctive architecture you'll find anywhere in Thailand. Although Thailand was never colonized by Portugal, these beautiful Sino-Portuguese buildings were built during the late 19th and early 20th centuries by wealthy Chinese merchants who made their fortunes from the island's booming tin mining industry. Inspired by architectural styles popular across Southeast Asia, they created the historic center that still stands today. Today, Phuket Old Town is one of the island's cultural highlights. It's far from the beaches, but it's absolutely worth visiting if you want to see a different side of Phuket. You may even recognize some of these streets from the movie The Beach, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. While most people remember the famous scenes filmed at Maya Bay, parts of Phuket also appeared during the film. This is the hotel where the main character stays on his first night before beginning his search for the hidden paradise. If you haven't seen The Beach yet, I highly recommend watching it. It's a fantastic film. You'll also find plenty of hotels in Phuket Old Town, but I probably wouldn't recommend staying here if your main goal is spending time at the beach, as the coastline is quite a drive away. However, if you're looking for some of the island's best cafes, restaurants, local markets, and a more authentic side of Phuket, this is definitely a place you shouldn't miss. For those looking for nightlife and a little bit of chaos, there's Bangla Road. During the day, it looks surprisingly ordinary. In fact, cars and motorbikes can still drive through the street. But as the sun goes down, everything changes. Bangla Road transforms into one of the biggest nightlife destinations in Thailand. And if you've ever experienced a night out in Thailand, you'll know that's saying something. The street is packed with bars, nightclubs, live music, and people trying to get your attention from every direction. You'll also notice many women standing along the street advertising different services, often with everything written on their phones to avoid repeating the same conversation hundreds of times each night. One thing that might surprise first-time visitors is that not every woman standing here is actually a woman. Thailand has one of the world's most visible transgender communities, and ladyboys are a familiar part of the nightlife in places like Bangla Road. What impressed me the most wasn't just their presence, but the atmosphere surrounding it. It's completely normal to see an elderly woman selling fresh fruit just a few meters away from someone working in the nightlife industry, both chatting and laughing together without any judgment. That openness and freedom to simply be yourself is something many people admire about Thailand, and it's one of the reasons so many visitors fall in love with the country. Bangla Road itself is only around 400 meters long. It's located in the heart of Patong, Phuket's main entertainment district. Nearby, you'll find countless restaurants, shopping centers, and the famous Patong Boxing Stadium. One of my favorite things about Phuket is simply getting on a motorbike and exploring the island. That feeling of freedom, with tropical scenery all around you, is hard to describe. Anyone who's done it will know exactly what I mean. In some ways, Phuket actually reminds me of New Zealand. Wide roads, large shopping centers with huge car parks, and beautiful green landscapes everywhere you look. But Phuket feels more chaotic, less polished, and in my opinion, much more interesting. Unfortunately, riding around the island also reveals one of Phuket's biggest downsides: traffic. During the afternoon, it's not unusual to spend a long time stuck in traffic without barely moving. I'll never forget my journey from the airport to Karen Beach, a distance of only around 45 kilometers. On that particular day, it took me almost 5 hours. There are several other well-known areas on the island, and one of them is Karen. I've already mentioned the beach, but the town itself deserves a few words. Karen is just a short drive from Patong. Until a few years ago, it was known as a much quieter place while still offering everything you could need: restaurants, bars, cafes, hotels, and countless 7-Elevens. Today, unfortunately, it's also become heavily overcrowded with tourists. And when I say crowded, I really mean it. During my time here, I honestly felt like I was in Russia rather than Thailand. Apart from people working in hotels, restaurants, and shops, I barely saw any Thai people. For me, that's a real shame, because Thailand has always been about the Thai people and their culture. Mass tourism has also driven prices up dramatically. That's one of the reasons many Thai people don't come here themselves. For an average Thai family, especially from the north of the country, a holiday in Phuket is often simply too expensive. Traveling to one of the most famous destinations in their own country has become something many can no longer afford. To me, that's one of the saddest realities of mass tourism. Phuket is exactly the kind of place people say isn't what it used to be, and yet they keep coming back. And honestly, I understand why. There's something about this island that's difficult to put into words. Anyone who's been here knows exactly what I mean. Despite all its flaws, it's still a tropical paradise at a relatively affordable price. And because the island is so large, there's always something new to discover that surprises you. if I had to describe Phuket in just one word, it would be sabai, a Thai word that's difficult to translate perfectly, but one that captures a feeling of comfort, ease, and simply enjoying life. This was Phuket.